Hey, ba-dum, bum, bum, bum. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls of all ages, welcome to Go Go Sports. It's where the world comes to cash, home for common sports, and above all, where it's okay to be a passionate fan. I am the huge one, aka the idiot Dave Coco from DAVKOCO.com. And now, let's break down the news. We got 2 reviews and a preview and an old man breaking down and crying. First off, let's start with the main event. We did a watch party, one of 2 of shows, and one of them was amazing. The other one was SmackDown. AEW Rampage. Here are the results. Review. Overall, I think it's a huge win. Down in the comments, tell me what you thought of AEW win, loss, or tie for Rampage. You had the Impact Wrestling champion Christian Cage defeat Kenny Omega via pinfall to win the title with some shenanigans. I am reading off the results of eWrestlingNews.com because they're the easiest ones to read the results off of. You know, what happened to quick results? I want to see what's going down. Anyway, shout out to eWrestling News. We have no affiliation whatsoever. It's just I Google it, and whoever has the best written results that I can read really quick, that's what I go with. I want to see Kenny Omega be undefeated forever because I'm a Kenny Omega super fan. But if you're going to do it, this is the best way to go about it. Backstage, Mark Henry spoke with Christian Cage. It was a special moment. And overall, it kind of creates it. The only thing I didn't like is that it was an Impact Wrestling Championship match. You know, that was the title on the line. And they got the TNA title too. The TNA title is just like a piece of metal that goes around with it. So I wish they said the Impact Wrestling and TNA Championship was on the line. It just felt weird that one title was on the line and that one gets passed around too. I thought it was amazing that they started off with this match. It just made everything feel important. I'm a big fan of defending your title on other shows. It makes the sport of professional wrestling look serious. It makes the companies look serious. It makes the titles look serious. And it just feels important. Overall, it just feels important. I like when they do it at Wrestle Kingdom. I like when they do it here. And hopefully with the Forbidden Door being swung open and hopefully every day getting close back to normal, we'll see some great stuff. Next, you had the TNT Championship match, Miro. I was talking with Boom Boom and Sid's Light. He changed his name recently. Sid Escu is now Sid's Light. We were talking about how much better he is as Miro, the Redeemer, than the Best Man. He defeated Figo de Sol. I apologize, I always mess up his name, by submission, but dude, it looked amazing. Miro looked amazing. He took an ass whooping, and at the very end, he still got a contract. If you watch SmackDown and AEW, and you watched the watch party, and you watched the preview, not many people watched the preview, so hopefully we'll get these out earlier, is that I just had a mental breakdown, dude. Contracts are not this fucking important. But you know, he's all elite. I don't know. It wasn't for me, but at the same time, I'm just tired of. I'm tired of it. Then next you have the AEW's Women's Championship match. You got Dr. Britt Baker, BMD, defeating Red Velvet via submission. I thought it was cool that she grabbed her mouth. And after the match, Baker continued to beat down Red Velvet. Chris Statlander came out to make the save, but Jamie Hatter, I apologize, but everyone backed up Baker. I got mixed feelings about this because they've done this before with the butcher and the cake. What the fuck is it? The butcher and the blade? And they're like, it's the blade. It's the blade. I just felt like an idiot for not knowing who she is. And then on top of that, they like didn't describe who it was. And then I asked everyone in the chat, and they're like, oh, it's someone making a comeback, but they're kind of new. And it's like, don't make new people a shocking returns. I don't know. Just like, what? Why was this a thing? So it's great to see. The women's, I just thought overall it was a huge win. Nitpicking a few things. I absolutely loved it. Thought it was amazing. And it's going to be interesting where it goes and the great stuff we could see. Now, the second place show. Guys, my goal, here's my thing. Madden 22 just came out, you know, and I'm gonna play 10 hours tomorrow on Twitch in between the watch party of New Japan, twitch.tv Coco Sports. And I'm giving it 10 hours to impress me. I gave everyone, I got Fridays and Saturdays off North American time, so I can watch the Friday shows and the Saturday shows. So I'm like, you know what? why AEW is getting this ball rolling on Friday nights. Let me just do SmackDown to the end of the month. You know, I do a lot of New Japan watch parties. I want to do AEW watch parties. But I was like, you know what? I'm going to give SmackDown to SummerSlam. I'm like, WWE fans said SmackDown was better. Maybe you still think it's good. I don't understand. And this one just broke me. And it wasn't completely bad, but it was just horrible. I've said for years that if you have a contract signing, it is worthless and it's a fucking failure of a show. They talked about the contracts twice. First, John Cena comes out, cuts a promo on Roman Reigns. I don't understand why they do this live, because they're just waiting. I don't know. It's not my cup of tea. I'm glad Roman Reigns is heel. You know, if WWE and SmackDown's doing great, but you need John Cena to return, how good are you? I don't understand why. You know what? It's not for me. It's not for me. I didn't enjoy the opening promo. Roman Reigns took, I'm being sarcastic, but not by much, 30 minutes to get to the ring. And then you had the best match that I've ever seen since watching WWE SmackDown. And that's not saying much, because I kid you not, it was completely average. But I watched maybe 2 or 3 episodes of SmackDown because I wanted to watch up to SummerSlam. And it was the best match I've ever seen, and it was completely average. King Nakamura, once the King of Strong Style, now a WWE wrestler, defeated Apollo Crews, which was once a star in Dragon Gate, wrestling-wise. I need to reclaim the IC title. Overall, I think this is the best WWE match I've seen in this short break that I've come back to it. And I just thought it was completely average. So I'm happy for Nakamura. Next, you had the Street Profits defeat Otis and Chad Gable. They barely ever wrestle on SmackDown, and even in the matches, they don't wrestle that much. Like, there's not much wrestling. Slowly but surely, there's going to be no fucking wrestling. Like, there's barely wrestling in the show, and there's barely wrestling in the matches. It's crazy. Seth Rollins comes out and promises to stomp Edge into the mat at SummerSlam. I kid you not. It's fucking kind of fading out at this point. The Mysterios defeated Dolph Ziggler and Robert Roode. We were coming up with names for Dolph Ziggler and Robbie Roode, but I think Soulless was in the lead. Give Up on Your Dreams Express. Yeah. And the Mysterios will be going against the Usos at SummerSlam. Next, Kevin Owens defeat Baron Corbin, where I think they were making fun of poor people. Like, at first, he made a point, and then he wanted too much money. I don't know. I have no idea. It wasn't for me. The best part about this was Golden Star Alex in the chat said, "Oh, we should give him a stunner." And right as that happened, the stunner happened. Overall, it's not for me. And then, of course, the worst thing in pro wrestling, contract signings. There was a contract signing, and they didn't know when the fucking show was going off the air. So the poor wrestlers had to pose for like 5 minutes and then choke her out for 5 minutes. It got to the point where it was like, dude, what are we doing? Sasha Banks is there. I'm not really sure who's the heel, who's the face. I just know deep down inside, it fucking killed me. I don't understand why this is entertaining. And I tried my hardest, to fucking watch WWE till SummerSlam. And I'm out. It's just, I watched 3 episodes and I saw 1 average match. If this is your cup of tea, awesome. It's not for me. Anyway, so there you go. Oh, I forgot to switch to graphic. Look at that. I messed up. Ready to work for WWE. Yeah, John Cena and Roman Reigns should be in the main event. And yeah, there you go. Anyway, let's talk previews here, boys. We are going to do a watch party at twitch.tv/Coco Sports. Sorry, I'm dying a little bit. And this is a bit of a preview. I do love pro wrestling. I just don't enjoy WWE. And it's got to the point now, like, all I would do is mock it. And if you like it, why would you watch that? And if you don't like it, why would we just have a thing where we're like, that fucking sucks? Sure, that sucks. But I gave it the old college try. I gave it the old college try and failed. I Dolph Zigglered it. I followed my dreams and failed, kids. All right, Resurgence. So check it out. Oh, hold on, do I have it? There it is. So it is in LA. It's at 11 p.m. Eastern, 12 o'clock noon here in Japan. So it should be interesting. I wonder what it's time zones I find to be interesting. There's a dark match, six on six. A lot of new guys that I definitely want to see a hold of. First match, you got Coughlin versus Carl Fredericks. I've seen him wrestle before. I'm impressed, but I definitely want to see more of them and see what they can do, especially in the opening of such a big card. Then you got 20 minutes time limit. You got Rocky Romero, Fred Roser from WWE, Yuta versus TJP. I'm interested in what TJP could do. Fun fact, TJP watched me fucking scream at a promoter. He thought it was awkward. That promoter needed to be screamed at. Clark Connors and Red Narita. I'm interested to see what happens. I'm interested to see what Fred can do out there. You got 30-minute limit special tag match. You got John Moxley and a mystery guest. Most people on the internet think it's someone from Impact or Juice. I don't know who they think it is, but it should be interesting. I'm hoping it's somewhat of a shock, but yeah. And then you got Meshiga, Carl Anders, and it's for the tag team Turner Billets winners. I don't know what the fuck that is, but basically the Meshiga, Carl Anderson, Doc Gallows, the Good Brothers. It's going to be interesting who the match is. Next, you got Hikaru versus Juice Robinson. So it should be interesting. I want to see if Hikaru could go. I want to see what Juice Robinson can do. You got a 30-minute time limit. You got Rush, Brody King, Dickerson, Yehi, Yamato, totally his names. Tom Lawler, which I'm a big fan of Tom Lawler, even though I mispronounced his name. I got to see him basically break out in Florida, and I want to see how much he's improved and what he could do. You got J.R. Kratos, Danny Limelight, Nelson, Isaacs. I wish Lawler was and Leo Rush was going a one-on-one match. I guess it's great to get these other guys on the card, but I really want to see that. Then you got a 30-minute match. I think this is a dream match that I didn't know I wanted. You got Moose, ROH Impact guy versus Ishii. So that's going to be super fucking interesting, and that's where it takes off. It's like a New Japan card. You got to watch a bunch of fucking 8-on-8 fucking matches to get to the good ones. And then you got the double main event. You got 60-minute time limit. You got the never openweight champion Jay White doing his first title defense. I got a reputation of being a Jay White hater. I just think he's talented and awesome and didn't deserve the title when he did, and it hurts him in the long run, and you shouldn't fucking slingshot titles around because, let me quote one of my Japanese friends, bro, who's the IWGP title? It doesn't fucking matter. Great booking, Ghetto. Great booking. Please fix your shit. He'll be going against David Finlay, so I'm very interested in that. And then the main event, or the double main event, which I think is going to steal the show. It's what I'm looking forward to the most. It's IWGP US Heavyweight Championship. You got Lance Archer, who I think throughout his whole career should have been pushed more and given more opportunities. He is the champ. He's going to get second defense versus Tanahashi. And it's great to see a lot of these Japanese legends getting, a bit of fresh air pumped into them by them having new matchups and going overseas. So I think this is going to be the most interesting match of the night and see what they do. I'm interested. I think Jay White is definitely going to win. I'd like to see Lance Archer win, but I don't know. Tanahashi, that's what I love about this main event. I want both these guys to win. Prediction, Jay White. I think Ishii goes over Moose, but now that I said it out loud, I don't think so. The tag team with a zillion fucking people, I don't give a shit. I think Juice Robinson wins, but I want to see if Hikaru can fucking do something amazing. I think John Moxley and who's the Impact guy that I can't fucking think of? In the comments, who am I thinking of? He's like a fucking little hardcore guy. He was the champ. He fought women. He's tough. God damn it. I have concussions. Anyway, we'll see who the mystery opponent is. CM Punk? Daniel Bryan? Who knows? And I'll be rooting for TJP just because I've met him before. And, sure, Carl Fredrickson. And the dark match, I don't know. So there you go. Those are some quick picks. We will be... Now, sorry I'm a little cranky. A, watch WWE. B, it's very late here in Japan, and I just want to get this show up. And C, we'll be doing we'll be doing a watch party for this event. So join us over at Twitch Coco Sports. All right, guys. I'm a little sleepy. We tried our best. And I'm going to upload this and crash and hope to see you guys tomorrow on Twitch. And hopefully, slowly but surely, we can make a lot more YouTube content. All right, guys. Man, I got a little cranky there at the end. I got to stop doing. I got to eliminate WWE for my life. That's what I got to do. I'll still root for the athletes, but as far as reviewing and watching, New Japan, I hope, you get out of this funk. And AEW, I hope you keep hitting home runs. So I'm very interested to see where this goes. All right, like, comment, subscribe. See you on Twitch. And with that, I am over. Hey, ba-dum, bum, bum.